I'm going to go straight to the point today because you need to hear this. And if you don't feel motivated today after this video, I don't know what is going to motivate you. Because many people think that to become a photographer, you just have to study or learn and get better with your camera. Let me tell you, I moved country alone, completely by myself, twice. And the last time I did it, I moved continent because I live in Indonesia now, in Bali. And many people tell me, Laura, you are so lucky to live in Bali. I'm not lucky. I created my luck. And it was very hard to create that luck because it cost me 11 years in London. It's been more than a year that I've been living in Bali, but I worked hard for this, to become a full-time freelance photographer and creative director, and to become remote to live in Bali because London was making me miserable the last few years. So sit down, grab a coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing or two you need to know if you want to grow as a photographer or just be happier and have a better mental health. Because I've been struggling myself. Give me a second. All right. Lighting is more or less okay. Let's talk, because I can never talk to you on Instagram because the Instagram algorithm sucks. So all my stories and posts and stuff, maybe 8% of people watch them. So I cannot reach you. YouTube's algorithm works way better, so I hope I can reach as many of you as possible because you really need to hear this. So I'm gonna have a rant about my life and how it can help you. Because many of you are stuck, like very stuck. And it's not about photography skills, gear, or anything like that. It's because you're in a town or in a city that you don't feel, first of all, happy, and second of all, creative. Let me tell you, where I'm from, the Basque Country in Spain, it's amazing. It's a beautiful place. I love it there. But in terms of photography, there was no way I could find a photography gig. It was very hard because in that area, in that province of Spain, companies don't appreciate photography. I feel we live backwards in Spain. Not in all Spain, obviously. If you go to Barcelona, Madrid, or these places, you have a big creative community and companies know the importance of photography, content creation, being online on Instagram, because everyone is on their phones and consuming content. So it's very important for the companies to be there, and they need photography to be there to promote themselves, right? But in some parts of Spain, they don't know how important it is to be online. So they don't care about booking your services as a photographer. I'm sorry, it was my dream, and it was a sacrifice I had to make. I wanted to learn English because I couldn't even speak a word when I moved to London. I didn't have a job, and I didn't even have a place to sleep. So I was sleeping in a hostel room with 15 people, grabbing my camera bag while I was sleeping because I was very scared. I moved by myself and I didn't know anyone in London. And I did that. I left everything behind and I started from zero, and I stepped out of my freaking comfort zone because I really wanted to make a living from my camera. I had so many arguments with my parents. I mean, I love my parents. They're the best ever. And they're watching this video for sure. And they're translating it. I know that. But obviously, no parents want their daughter living by herself. It's freaking scary. But I had to do it. With time they understood, but it took many years. My parents had this mentality of work for someone else and then you retire and have your pension. They didn't know about how many opportunities there were out there for photographers. Because in Spain, where I was from exactly, there were no opportunities. So my parents were terrified to let me go pursuing a dream that for them, it wasn't realistic. So many times they called me deluded, and I was very hard because I'm very close to them. So for me, their opinion matters a lot to me. So I needed emotional support, and I didn't have it because my parents told me, Laura, you are deluded. You're not gonna make a living from your camera. Again and again and again. And obviously, creatives, we already have imposter syndrome. So if your closest people, the people you love, tell you that you cannot make it, you believe it as well. You kind of believe it and you go down and it puts you down. Now they are very happy for me because they saw I made it. Regardless of the circumstances, I've learned a new language, I moved by myself, I found jobs to pay my bills in London, which was very hard because London is freaking expensive. And little by little, year by year, I've been growing and growing and growing in my jobs, in my full-time jobs, till I managed to push away that full-time job and become a full-time freelance photographer and creative director. It takes time. But I'm telling you, London gave me everything. Like, now I complain about London, the UK in general. I'm talking about the weather. The situation now, it's very bad over there. But the weather wasn't helping at all because it's dark every single day, even in summer. It's very cold. The living situation, it's ridiculously hard because everything is so expensive. The flats are bad quality, humidity problems in all of them. And you pay, I was paying more than for this luxury villa in a tropical island. I have so many problems in my studio. I don't have a heater because the radiator doesn't work. I have problems with my landlord about that. He did everything he could, but London properties are this way, guys. So this is another reason why I'm leaving. They are very bad and very expensive. This is a square, literally a square, very humid, and this is the reality. I'm gonna show you now. These are just some of my favorite trainers. Look at this. Look at this. Mold every freaking where. And like this, even photography gear, guys. Nothing very expensive. One of my mics got broken because of the mold. So yeah, I was freaking out every single day in this place and I lasted for too long already. And I'm paying for this place $1,000, more than £1,000, pounds, okay? So in dollars, maybe it's 1,400. I don't even know exactly. Freaking expensive for a place far away from Central, very disconnected from everyone, and very damp, humid, and cold. So that's the reality, guys. You've been seeing my videos in the beautiful studio, the beautiful background, but then my lifestyle was struggling, my mindset was struggling, my mental health was struggling so much, you wouldn't even believe. Many times it was hard to record because I love what I do, but not my environment anymore. I need to be nature, I need to be able to be in the sunshine. I want to do cooler videos as well because you may know that I love filmmaking. So yes, it's time for me to move to Bali, and yeah, that's the hard reality. That's the hard reality. That's the reason why I'm leaving. I'm looking for the lifestyle I want, and yeah, this is my mess. My very big mess. Obviously it's London, I know it's more expensive there, but I didn't want to be there. I've got everything I always wanted in London. I had the best time of my life in London. The worst moments of my life in London. I was even homeless for a few days. I went through a lot of stuff my parents don't even know because I didn't want to worry them. So I was all the time outside of my comfort zone, challenging myself because I didn't have a choice. I wanted to be someone I was happy with in the future. I wanted to be happy with what I was doing for a living because guess what? We spend more time working than socializing. When I was working in a full-time job, I was spending more time with my colleagues than with my own family, friends, or by myself enjoying life. I was like, your job, it's very important because your job is life, basically. We need to work to have money, right? It is what it is. So it's like, there is no way I'm gonna be doing something all my life that I don't want to do. I want to be happy. So yes, I went through a lot of hassle. I suffered, I was very uncomfortable, I cried a lot, I couldn't speak a word of English. My first jobs in London, they were bad because they were bullying me, they were taking the piece of me because I couldn't speak a word of English. I have a lot of character because I'm Spanish and I couldn't defend myself because I couldn't talk in English. So I went through hell, I couldn't sleep, I was with insomnia. You have no idea about my life in London, okay? But then I fought very hard and slowly people got to know me, and then I was getting bookings here and there, and then I was growing, doing all sorts of photography, but mainly what I love doing the most because I love music, it's shooting with music artists. So I was incredibly happy. I had the best moments of my life in London. But you know why I had the best moments of my life in London? Because London made me who I am. London was tough as hell on me, but I went through it. I grew as a person, as a photographer. I'm a completely different human being to that Laura that left Spain so scared many years ago. Now I feel like I can go through everything in my life. Every single little thing. I feel so strong. And then when I managed to become everything I always wanted in London, the pandemic happened and I couldn't make money with photography, with portrait photography. So I had to do product photography, and I'm very happy and very grateful because people were sending me products at home and I was shooting from home. But then I was like, okay, Laura, you are not safe, you are not free. And I wanted to be free. I wanted economic freedom. I wanted to make a living from my camera, but I didn't want to depend on clients either. So I was like, what should I do? I'm going to do a YouTube channel. I'm going to start a YouTube channel because I love teaching and I love photography. So it's a way to be creative and try to make a living from the online world doing photography, because now I shoot collaborations, paid work, videos. I love filmmaking so much, so I keep always growing. And week by week, I was posting videos with 0 views. I was working my ass off. I didn't have a clue about making videos, so it was extra hard because I had to be learning while I was shooting. And I was posting that video after all the work, no money, no views, nothing. Week by week by week by week. I cancelled so many plans with my best friends in London, and I knew I was leaving London eventually, maybe in 1 year or 2, and I wanted to enjoy more with my friends. But I had to sacrifice that part of me and renounce to many plans with the people I love to pursue my dreams. Because I knew if I was getting distracted again and again, I wouldn't grow my online business. So I was every week posting videos, and in less than a year, I managed to monetize my YouTube channel. And thanks to that, I was able to move to Bali. So it's twice I moved country, and the second time, continent, by myself without knowing anyone either in Bali. So I don't even know how many times I got out of my comfort zone to be able to grow as a creative. I wasn't happy in London anymore. I'm Spanish. I love my sunshine. I love to be warm, and I love the good weather and nature and the sea. And Bali has all of that. So of course I was scared to move continent by myself with all my photography gear to keep pursuing my dreams, but it's freaking exciting. And guess what? Once you do something very uncomfortable, you are going to have such a dopamine hit that you are going to become addicted to step out of your comfort zone. And many of you, and I love hearing this because I can't even believe, because many times I record videos and I don't realize about their impact, but some of you moved country inspired by my videos. So well done to you, because many people are scared to move. You are not a freaking tree. If you don't like where you live, if you feel stuck, if you feel like the weather is so cold and miserable and that's affecting you like it was affecting me, move. I'm so freaking happy in Bali. Like I could cry right now because I'm living my dream, and that stimulates me so much, not just to improve my mental health, to feel happier, healthier as well. I'm more tan, I have more vitamin D in my body, the food here it's super healthy and organic and it's amazing. The fruit, the environment matters a lot. So many times if you feel stuck, it's not about you, it's about your environment. Because for me, London was keeping me stuck the last few years. I wasn't growing anymore. I was like, no, I'm not happy, I want to leave. I was in a shoebox of a flat, no heater. It was -3 degrees last winter in London, the last winter I was there. I was freezing myself, sleeping with my hoodie and with mountain socks, okay? I'm not saying all the flats are like that. If you want to live alone and afford a home photography studio, you had to sacrifice commodities. So I was freezing myself to death in that flat. I was getting sick all the time. You guys have no idea because obviously you saw my polished videos on YouTube, but what it was going on behind, it was very wild. So I was like, I'm done with this city. I had the best years of my life. I grew as a photographer. Thank you so much, London, because I still visit. I love it and my friends are there, but I had enough. I'm growing up, you know, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to be in a healthy environment with happy people around me. The energy in Bali, it's incredible. Everyone is happy, obviously. The weather, it's amazing. I don't even mind about the rainy season because it's still warm, and then you appreciate the sun even more. Nature, the ocean, I love freediving, surfing, hiking, volcanoes. I have everything here, and everything is way cheaper than in London. Before moving to London, I was working for the Basque government. I was working as a graphic designer, let's say, but it was all text. So it was freaking boring, and I was like, I don't want them to renew my contract. My parents didn't know that. My parents were like, oh my God, I hope they renew the contract to you, you know? But then we entered the massive crisis we had in 2013 in Spain, and they didn't renew my contract, and they fired so many people that they were working there for years. And I was like, yes! I was so happy because I knew if they would renew my contract, I would find it very hard to tell to my parents that I didn't want to work there. They would kill me. They would literally kill me because all they wanted is for me to have a full-time job and be safe economically. That's it. It's normal, right? And I was like, I don't want them to renew my contract because that way I have more like an excuse to move to London to look for a job, you know? Anyway, again, I always tell you, I'm gonna keep telling you stories on my channel because I have many stories to tell. This is like a broad message for you to think about moving country if you are not happy. And that's fine to feel uncomfortable, and you don't have any excuse if you don't know the language. I didn't know the language. I couldn't speak a word of English, okay? And look at me now. I mean, I make so many mistakes. Even recording my YouTube videos, I struggle. Even if I speak fast, I speak very fast, even in Spanish. That's me, I'm very hyper. But yeah, like I managed to learn English, to make amazing friends in London, to become a full-time freelance photographer and creative director. And now I live in Bali. So I've been chasing my dreams in a very hardcore way. And now I feel invincible because everything I put in my head, I achieve it. But it's because I'm consistent and I'm disciplined. And I don't mind about being uncomfortable and suffering because I'm so used to it. So unfortunately, if you are stuck and you feel you are in your comfort zone, you're gonna have to get out of it if you want to grow. If you really want it, like I did, you are going to do whatever it takes, like I did. Because I was very comfortable living with my parents in Spain, saving money for the future, right? And my parents are amazing. They are loving, they are caring. My dad cooks amazing food for me. I was very good and cozy in my parents' home in Spain many years ago before moving to London. And for me, staying there would be the easy way for me to save money and then buy a flat if I wanted to. But I didn't want what society was telling me to do. But it was very hard for me to break with all of that. You know, and I love my family. I told to my mom every day. Yeah, every day I told to my mom, I love her and I miss them. But I have to grow as well, right? I have to keep developing my career. I have to take care of me and be happy with who I am and what I do for a living. And I couldn't be happier right now in this environment, even though I'm sweating like you don't see it, hopefully. Anyway, I stopped rambling. I could talk forever. I love talking about these guys because I didn't have anyone to emotionally support me. And I hope this video pushes you towards your dreams, wherever you live. I don't care. Comment below if you are stuck in any country right now or you are thinking about moving and you need some motivation. I want this to be a community, which it is, and I'm very happy about that, to be honest. I'm very proud of my community. You guys are very engaging, I'm very loving, I'm very caring, and you guys support each other as well in the comments, and I love that. So keep doing it, and that's it for me today. If you want to learn more with me, subscribe to my channel as I share weekly videos, and see you in the next one. Mwah. Big love from Bali.